All right. Welcome to the visualization part of this particular dashboard. So we have done the cleaning of the data like the ETL, and as well, we have actually written some DAGs. So as we're actually creating the project, we're going to write some other DAGs to actually help us to achieve what we want. But if you've not watched the first video, maybe this is your best time to go ahead and actually take a look at what the first video looked like and the second video before you can be able to actually merge into what we have here right now. So let us see how we can actually create this. But before then, let's see what we need to know. All right, now that you've seen that, we are going to actually look at how this particular in-page navigation is done. So just stay tuned and look at how you can actually get a data set and start practicing with me to see how we actually did everything and make everything possible. So we have this particular part right here that actually explain about the different types of customer. Like if you hover over this sliver customer, you can right click and drill through and get to this particular specific customer we have right here. Can you see that? Very interesting. I'm going to show you how everything got played out. So just stay tuned and let's do this. Okay, the very first thing you do is to actually insert or open a new PowerPoint slide. So with our PowerPoint slide, I'm going to actually get this one off. We don't need it. So leave it at the default setting. Do not touch the setting you have. Just leave it at this particular default setting. This is what we're going to use. All right, now that you've gotten this, it is time for you to actually start to get this, transform into what we want. So the very first thing now is to actually come right here at the top and actually get a rectangle rounded corner. So after you might have clicked on it, you cannot see this cross, just drag it down. So I want you and I to be on the same page. If you're getting something a little bit different, that will be because of your screen size. All right, quickly just come to this particular end where you have this height and weight right here. So I'm going to make this one to be 7.25 and tab key. So we make this particular part to be 3.84. That is exactly what we want to have. So now we have it. This is exactly what it is right here. So I'm going to have to actually reduce the rounded corner just a bit. So I don't want too much of it. So now I have situated it right here. We want some actually white space around it. So we need to actually create that, right? All right, for color, we are going to use a website to capture our color and see what color sync could we have. Let's say that I already have my color, but I want to show you how I used to select my colors. So come to this website called Adobe Color. So the URL here is actually color.adobe.com. It's very simple. I think you can see that on your screen, color.adobe.com. So once you come here, all you need to do is to make sure you actually, sorry for that. So make sure you click on this particular explore here. All right, so make sure you click on this particular explore. It's going to give you this particular page. So one of the beautiful things I love about this is that you can actually, get the kind of color you want from here by doing this. I'm going to say black and gray. So two colors at the same time. So black and gray. If I hit my enter right now, it's going to give me the color palette that actually going to be, it will be very cool to use together, right? So now can you see this color right here? Can you see this? So those are the kind of color we want to get. Already I have my color. I just want to show you how you can do this. So all those colors you see now, they can be used together. If you want to get the color code, all you have to do is just to click on it. And now here you have it opened. So you can actually click on this and what you see is going to be copied, right? Which means you've just copied that particular, color, right? Color code. So I'm going to show you where to use it in case you want to use it. Let us, for example, we want to copy this right now. We've just copied this. So we're going to go back to our PowerPoint and see how we can utilize this. I just want to show you because I already have my colors in place. So to use the color you've just copied now, so all I just need to do is to right click here and I'm gonna go into this particular format shape. So click on it. So you can decide to move it away from there to here to just give you more room to actually view what you are doing. So the very first thing you do is just to go to fill, and from fill you click on this right here. So you can't paste the color yet. What you can do is just to click on more colors. Once you click on more colors, it gives you the privilege to actually have the hex code you've just copied, pasted in here. So just wipe all of this, right? So paste in the one you've just copied. So once you've done that, go ahead and hit an OK. And that gives you this color right here. So now we have some border around it, or outline, whatever you call it. So just go here and turn that off. That is exactly what you need to do. So we've just done the first part of this. So all I need to do right now is to actually have this duplicated. So this duplicated one, I'm going to come here now. I want to make it 6.95. That's going to be 6.95. So if I hit my enter, so I have just reduced it. So I want to just reduce this as well to 2.75. And here you go. So now you can see how it is very smallish, right? That is beautiful. So we need to change its color as well. So don't forget the website I've just shown you, how to utilize it and how to get your colors from there. So once you actually got your color palette, just try as much as you could to pick your lead color and the rest to actually be a backup color for you. So I already have my color. I want to go here, go to more, and I'm going to put this off. So here is my color right here. So in case your version of PowerPoint does not have the hex code, you don't have any problem with that. You can copy mine. So if I just click on here right now, the red is actually on the red is 42, on the green is 42, on the blue is 42. If you do the same thing, you're going to achieve the same color I have. So all I need to do right now is to actually click on OK. So this is exactly what I have right here. I'm going to actually shift this and I'm going to have it just like this. So I am going to move it in and I'm going to just have something exactly just like this, right? So once we are done having this, let us look at what I'm going to do again. I'm going to have this one duplicated. It's kind of a bit, you know, like, what are you doing? Don't worry, we're going to have something very, very, you know, cool. For this new duplicated one, what I'm going to do to it is just to come here and change the color as well. I'm going to change the color to something like this. Check my, so here we go. So just do this. That is beautiful. For now, I'm going to move this away from here for me to actually have space to look at this. So I'm going to have this right here and I'm going to drag this across to this particular end. And I always want to maintain my white space here. So for that, for the rounded corner, I just have to reduce it a little bit. So here we go. Something like this. That is very interesting, right? So right here, I'm going to come and have this duplicated. So I just don't want the rounded corner for it. So this time around, I'm going to have it removed. Let us watch what is going to happen when we apply this. So we are building this one time and all we need to do is to duplicate it when the need arises. So I'm going to come here right now. I want to put this on white. That is beautiful. So I'm going to have this one moved right here. And I want it to cover up every single part of this place. So what I will do in this case is to actually send this one to back because of this particular place right here. Let us see what will happen when I do that. Send to back. This actually revealed this part for me. So now for this one, I can play around with this one and see how I can actually make it very cool. I drag it to this end and I still keep a little space for it, just like this. So can you see this right now? Here is the space we have. So we are almost right there to create exactly what we have done in the previous video, the template you've seen us use. So I want to actually increase the space I have here. So I can just use my shift key to shift this one a little bit away. And the next thing I do is that I'm going to come here now and get this and drag it down a little bit. Here is what I'm going to do. I want to keep it right here and I have to give it the same white color. So this is exactly what it is. So now I have some border around it. I have to remove that. So now if I step off it right now, nobody will know how this comes, right? So we can just move this down a little bit. So we're going to actually readjust this as we keep on creating our our dashboard, and we're going to bring it here to actually change things. But right now, this is what you should follow. So have it duplicated. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to change the color to it. Let the color be this color. So I have my eyedrop right here. So on the eyedrop, I'm going to pick this particular color here for it. So here we go. We have this color. We can bring this right here, and this is beautiful. Can you see that? So I'm just going to reduce this a little bit. Something like this will be very fine for me. I'll just drag it to this end, and I'll put it at the top level right here. Shift it up a little bit, and it's exactly what it is. Something will be coming here. I love it that way. Okay, we've gotten this down. Have this one duplicated, drag it down, and just reduce it a little bit and open it up. Just reduce it. I think we have to be on the same page on this. So let us use the height and weight size to actually resize this. Then you copy and paste as many times as you want. So on the height right here, let us do 1.73 by what? It's gonna be by 1.33, right? So here we go. We have done this. So I'm gonna sit with this right here. This is exactly where it should be. So once you have this right here, the next thing you do is to have it duplicated, and we're gonna have this duplicate. So we're gonna have it in 4 places. Before then, let me just move this a little bit right here, and I'm gonna move this close to it. Something like this gap is okay. So we duplicate this and we bring it over here. We do the next thing again. That is beautiful. We've just gotten 4 duplicate of it. That is nice. So now what will this particular part be? This is gonna be according to what we have seen there. Let's just go back to our main project and see what we have right there. As you can see, this is the template we are building. So what we want to do is that every single time we click on this particular quantity ordered, we want it to switch to quantity order. You can see the color that does switch to this particular quantity ordered. If I click on net sales as well, it's going to switch to net sales, which means what we are seeing now, every other visuals we are seeing now is all about net sales. And the same thing happens when we click on profit margin. So we're going to be seeing profit margin. All the visual is about profit margin. So you've seen that we've gotten some part of it, but right now, how do we create this? And what is the logic behind this? I'm going to show you. Let's continue back to our PowerPoint. All we need to do is to change this particular card to a particular color, which means this is the page we have selected. So I'm just going to come right here and go to this particular more color, and I'm going to pick this part and have this one pasted here. Then I click on OK. That gives me this color. So I just want you to know that whatever color I use had already been picked, and they are picked from here. I'm going to give you the idea of what I'm doing now. So if I click on this particular, just don't click on any of those icons. Make sure you click outside the icons. Once I click on here, you have this. So what you need to do is to pick your lead color. As you can see, if I go back to the project like this, so here I have these 2 black and the light black here to be the lead color for my theme, whatever you want to call it. And we have this color here that is going to switch. When I click on this, it's going to switch to this. So this color is still a color that blends with black. You don't just pick any color you see and just drop it right there. No, that is not what it is. That was exactly what we are doing right here. When we come to this particular part, don't say because you have 5 different colors, you're going to use them all. You might choose to use this, and this. Or you might choose to use this black, this, and this. They all go together. So that was why I show you how to actually start using this website to pick your color so that you wouldn't have color riot on your project. So let's get back to the project again. So after this now, I'm going to get this one, duplicate it. I'm going to bring it down here. So make sure you have a space. And once you have this red, just release it. I want to actually make sure I take it this way, and I'm going to copy this down. Look at that. So here we go. I'm going to release that. So the corner is too round, so we just hold my control, also hold my mouse down and drag it, and this is exactly what we have. So too much brightness, I don't like this. I wouldn't use this like this. I want to make sure it's a bit calm, so I can actually come around here and start playing with it. I will drop it down a little bit. It won't appear the same way as this. So this is exactly what I want, right? So the next thing I do now is to actually get this one duplicated again. I'm going to bring this one right here. I want to make it a bit far away from it. here is gonna be something like this. Then I will do something like this. Okay, this time around, what I need is this same black. If you're using the same version as me, it's very easy for you to pick this black color. Just come here, you can see it right here. If you can't see it, click on the eyedrop you have here and pick this color from here. That is beautiful. So now you've gotten the color. For the corner right here, you can reduce it a little bit, and that is exactly all you need to do. All right, I'm gonna come here now and just get this one duplicated. I'm gonna move it right to this part, then get this one moved as well. So here we have something like this. All right, I think we have to just make this space like this, and I'm gonna do this again. That is nice. So for this particular part right here, all I need to do is to have this divided. So something like this should be very cool for me. So get it duplicated and drag this all the way down to this level. So you only have what helps you to size it up to see if what you're doing is right or whatever. So now can you see those particular, yeah, sure. Now the next thing, I'm gonna drop this one down a little bit. So why don't I bring it down more? Then I can come here and just make sure this is a bit down. Something like this would be very cool for me. So I love something like this. So we are almost done with this particular theme or template we're going to use. So what is next now? We have some icon on it. And to make these icons, I want to come here and you look at this, just drag it here. Just do it and make it a bit bigger. So just make sure it's a bit rounded compared to the previous one. Here we go. All right, all I want to use here is white, right? White color. So let it be there. So turn off this and come here and pick the white color for it. So once you've done that, you have to duplicate it, and with the duplicate, you move it right here, and here we go. So here we do this, right? So when you see the horizontal line, just come here. Once you see the horizontal line in the middle of it, you can release it. And you do the same thing to every one of them. And if you're not sure if they're in the same line, just make sure you hold your Control key and select them all. Once you've done that, go to where it says align and just do align top. And it's going to be on the same top level. All right, nicely done, right? I already have my icons in place, but I'm going to show you where I used to get my icons from. Let's do that. So this is where I used to get my icons from. You can get lots of icons from here. It's a cool place to get your icons. And I'm going to show you the second place to get your icon. That is on the PowerPoint platform as well. So let us say this. In case you just open this, you're on template and tutorial service about, and you can't see where to actually start getting the icons. What you need to do, you can scroll down a little bit. So once you scroll down, oh no. We can't get there. Let us just scroll back up and click on new design. So with new design here, let's see what we're gonna have. I think that will launch the app for us. Yes, sure. Yeah, with new design, we have just launched the app and you can get lots of icons from here. This is what you see. If you already have a project, you can actually see resume previous saved work. If you don't, just click on new design. And it's going to just give you some tour about how everything looks like. Just click on done and that is okay. So now you have this to yourself. So the very first thing we want is actually like order or like card. So you can just write order. So it will just give you the best one. So click on OK or hit the button. And here you have lots of icons for that right here. Can you see? So we're going to have lots of icons. Give it some time. So you're not restricted to those icons here. You can search for like people's icon. So once I hit enter, I'm going to have just this. Can you see that? So one of the beautiful part of this is that let us take, for example, that I want to actually, get this particular, which icon should I choose for now? I'm thinking of going with this one. Let's say I want to get this icon now. You can play around with the colors you have right here. Can you see it now? You have different colors. If those colors in this particular square is not really cool for you, you can just, wheel it. And can you see that? You can just select this. Can you see? You can select white for it. Can you see that now? So you can decide to just get any color you want. You can choose to get this. this is exactly what it is. You can play around with the color. And let me show you how you actually get your color away from here. Now I'm going to get something like black. So the next thing you do is to click on Save Logo. So once you get here, just go to download low resolution. Don't worry, it's going to be hard. So the next thing you do is just to click on Accept right here. And once you've done that, click on Download and wait for it. So now it's downloading. All right, it is time to get the icon here now. I want to go into this insert. From insert, click on this particular pictures, then go to this device. So here we have the icon we have just downloaded. Double click on it, or you click on insert here. So with that, you have the icon here. All you need is to resize the icon to your satisfaction. Bring it in. If this is too much, just go ahead and reduce it a little bit. So I'm gonna have to bring it down a bit. Here we go. So one thing I love to do is to right click and format picture. Quickly go to this particular part where it says picture. So click on this one below. Just select something like this, not too dark. I think I love this. Already? So I already have all my icons, so I've shown you how to get your icons. Let us see how we can bring those icons here. So here we have those icons. So for this one now, I just want to make sure I resize it, and here it covers, and it covers to this particular end. Once you see this horizontal line, just know that it has actually, be on the same line with this particular one beneath it. All right, now that we've gotten this done, we have an icon here. How do we get the icon right here? Just quickly go to here, and I'm gonna pick up something like a rounded shape. Hold your shift key to have a perfect round shape here. So once you've done this, I'm gonna convert this one into white as a color. So go ahead and do this. Here is white. So I'm gonna pick this white and take off the line. So we can't see it though, no problem. So I'm gonna bring it right here. I'm gonna release it now. So go to this particular effects and make sure you select this particular part and select the one with the offset bottom. The offset bottom one here is what you're gonna have as an end reset. So once you see this particular horizontal and vertical line, just know that you are actually in the middle and on the top of it. So here we go, we release it, we have this. So now I'm gonna show you how to get icon from PowerPoint. So to get icon from PowerPoint, go to insert and you hit on this icon here. So type like a people icon here. So once you've done that, you hit your enter, or you can just scroll down. I'm gonna scroll down here and get any icon you feel like is really cool for you to use on your project. From here, you can see a lot of people's icon right here. So I'm gonna pick randomly. I'll just pick one of those icons and make use of it. So let me go with this one. So click on it. You can get multiple icons from here at the same time, but I'm gonna go with just one. So click on insert. So here we have it. So just make it smaller and bring it right in here. So it's too little. So you just have to minimize it and situate it inside it, right? So the same thing we've done, click on this one and click here, then choose this one. We don't want too much dark one. So now we are not done yet. So just click on this one, double it, and bring this one right to this particular part here. I want to make this one a bit smaller. Something like this would be cool. You can just take this up and you can go to the same place and get something here that you can use as pointing to like this is a link that will take it on that page. So something like this will be very cool. So you can get it right from there. So once you type in link, something like that, you can just make a search, a random search, and get something like this, just to beautify it. So you have to come with some kind of creative mind. Come up with a creative mind and you have something awesome. Okay, right now I've gotten this done. The next thing, we have to duplicate this into 3 after this. So just duplicate it, right click, duplicate, right click, duplicate finally. So for this particular second one here, I don't want this one here. Instead, I'm going to click on this and have this and click on this one here and make it this one. Then for this very one here, we're going to click on this and have it on this. Then we'll click on this and have it on this. Don't worry, you're going to see the effect. On this one here, I will definitely click on this. And now we just have to click on this and have this here and click on this and have this here. Okay, let us start from the top. As you can see, can you see it? Now here we go. Nicely done, right? So it is time for we to see how we can actually get this template, some kind of exported, right? Yeah, the right word is export. Exported out of PowerPoint to Power BI. Click on File. So from File, you're going to see where it says Export. And you click on Change File Type. And you click on PNG or JPEG. No, GIF can do it again. So if you don't see any of the one you want from here, go ahead and click on Save as another file type. But I'm going to go with like JPEG. So you have to double click on it. So now we can name this one as transaction, transfer transaction. You hit enter key, just this one. You click on the next one. So you go to the same place again, export this time around this, and be consistent with what you're going to use. Here's going to be QTY for quantity ordered. So click on this one. Then you go right here and do the same thing to this one here. Click on this. And this one is going to be net sales. Net sales. So just this one. And the last but not least is this one, which is going to be our profit, right? So export file, then choose this. And this is going to be our profit. Here we go. Nicely done. We have just done justification today. So even though if we have to come back here and readjust things, we've just done this for the first time. And this is all we need for now. All right, welcome to the Power BI desktop. Right here, we need to get the template we've just actually created in here. Let's do that. So for the first time, what you're going to do, you can right click and say Format Canvas. And you're going to have this. You might have this on 100%. So if you have it on 100%, you're going to get different things from if you have it on 0%. Let us find out what it's going to look like. So now we want to get in our transaction here. And now we can find it. You have to drop this to 0%. And here you go. You have this right here. You can start dropping your visuals on this one and your dashboard or your report will be very fantastic, right? Okay, in case you don't have, you don't know, or you don't have this view and you have updated your Power BI, you're still struggling with the kind of view you have, let me show you how to activate this kind of view I have right now on my screen. So you must make sure, go to help here and click on about. So make sure you are using Power BI version above 2023 right now. Currently, I'm making this video in April. So this was an update of last month. So now here you go. If I go to file here, you can see where we have options and settings. So click on that and click on options. So just give it some time. It's going to come up. Then you choose how you want to see the view of your Power BI desktop. All right, here we go. We have this particular preview feature here. So once you click on preview feature, you go down a little bit, you're going to find this particular on object interaction. Can you see this now? So here you find this on object interaction. Just make sure you go ahead and actually check this. Once you've checked it, click on OK, you are good to go. All you have to do is to some kind of make sure you restart your Power BI again. Then you can now have the same view I have. So if I click on this view right now, you can turn on the data, the format, the bookmark, the selection, and you can switch between either of them right here and all of that. So in this particular project, we're going to see how to utilize everything on the new interface of Power BI. A lot of things had been shuffled, but not to worry, we still know where they kept all of them, and we're going to have them utilized in this particular project. Stay tuned and make sure you share this, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you feel about this, and watch more videos on our channel because we have a lot of videos about Power BI and Excel, and they are going to help you in your career. So see you in the next class.